I love the fact that you can make something for someone else or for yourself, you can eat it, and that you can get a sense of happiness. The dishes I shoot have been made to be enjoyed by someone, and it is for the sole purpose of being enjoyed, and that is a beautiful thing for me. So when you look at food like that, you probably feel something. If you like food, you'll know what I'm talking about. You feel a certain emotion when you look at food, and it really shines through. You can look at someone who's hungry and look at when they've looked at food, you can see like a little glimmer in their eye. You can see that they become light and they become relaxed. My goal with food photography is to capture that moment and to show it to you in picture form so that when you look at that picture, you can feel the emotion that you felt. It's different from feeling an emotion and seeing that emotion captured through a lens or through a camera. Because that emotion is so beautiful and it's such a precious moment that is so fleeting usually, I want to capture that moment so that it is frozen in time for you to look at whenever you want. That is why I do food photography, and that's what food photography means to me. My name is Pravin. I am a law student. I'm currently at my second year at Sri Lanka Law College. And I am also a freelance food and product photographer, and I also take portraiture work as well. So that's what I mainly do. I have a friend called Vinura Patirana. We went to the same school and we used to make videos together under this brand called The Movement. And it was pretty fun. And that's how I got my first experience working with cameras and shooting film and all that. But I mainly got into food photography after the lockdowns hit. We had just started work at Sri Lanka Law College, and I had quite a bit of free time because we hadn't properly started studying and all that just yet. So we had a camera at home, and my father's a kind of tech geek, and he's always been telling me about technology and everything, and he's always been the one teaching me. So I thought it might be a fun thing to learn this on my own and to go and teach him something. So I watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos. I got really into it. I learned all the basics. I went and spoke to him, and he didn't really care. But yeah, it was still a fun experience, and he obviously did care a little. But now he knows a lot about photography and all of that just because I've spoken to him so much about it. I started off learning the basics with my phone. I didn't have backdrops, I didn't have a tripod, I didn't have anything. It was just basically me either making something at home and plating it myself, or if we had ordered something, making it look nice on a plate, and then just using my phone to take pictures. I actually learned a lot of the basics that way because I didn't have to worry about tripods and lights and all that. I could just worry about getting the picture to look nice. So PravinPhotoX is my Instagram page. I use Instagram as a platform to share my food photography and to connect with other food photographers and consumers on the platform. So why I initially started PravinPhotoX was because I wanted a place to show off my food photography as a portfolio. But currently it has actually turned into sort of like a community where I can share my photos and I can share my thoughts in my captions, and the people I actually follow, they also do the same thing where they share their photos and I can comment on their pictures and I can talk to them about their process. I can get tips from them and they can do the same thing with me. So it's this exchange of value and this exchange of information, and we're constantly adding value to each other's lives. And it's a very nice, engaging, wholesome community where it's basically we're all trying to learn this beautiful craft of food photography. And from what it started off as a very sterile look into something which is like a portfolio and which was only made for a business purpose, it has turned into something where there are people involved. I've made very good friends, I've made meaningful connections, and I've actually learned so much more than I would have just working on my own because of the people that I've met on this platform. Where I hope to go with this is in two fronts. On one front, it's the business side, where I hope that I can continue attracting clients and I can continue diversifying my client base and to take my business to a next level and to hopefully continue expanding into this field of food photography. So in Sri Lanka, I feel like part-time jobs and just earning money even though you're studying, while it is done, it's not as common and it's not as frequent as I think it should be, because I'm a very big advocate for financial independence. By getting into food photography, yes, it is an art form, but it is also a way in which I can use my entrepreneurial skills. I can talk to clients, I can talk to business owners. I can make myself an option where they can put money into. So while I am making a profit for them, I'm also making a little money for myself that I can either put back into the business or I can use in my personal life to buy my friends food with, because that's all I do with my money. But with the second front, it's more about the community, where I hope to strengthen the friendships that I've made so far. And if you can come to my page and you go through my content, and if you can be inspired to either appreciate food photography or to get into food photography yourself, I feel like I have done my job. And I don't think I'm there yet, but hopefully in the next few years, if I keep working at this Instagram page, hopefully it can become something where someone can come and take inspiration from.
Sit on Lotus Block is good on its own.